Hello guys, today we are gonna go ahead with the unboxing of the Dyson V11. Um, as you probably know, there are three different models: the Absolute, the Torque, and the Animal. We are gonna walk through the unboxing of the V11, a quick comparison with the V8, Dyson V8, and finally we're gonna try to highlight a couple of pros and cons. Let's open the Dyson V11 Animal and let's see what we have inside.
Packaging.
We have the packaging here. Then we have
Brushes.
the two brushes.
So a soft brush with an extension.
Okay.
Okay, first attachment. An extended nozzle
All right.
for the hard to reach places.
Though I think that those comes pretty much with every version.
Standard
Those come standard with any
model.
model.
Charger.
Charger, okay.
Clip attachment for holding on the wall, I guess.
Yep.
Or for attaching any brush. Arm.
We got the purple one, but there are different options. If I'm not wrong, blue and color. I would say gold copper. All right. And then of course we have. So here is probably we have the main difference compared to the Torque and the Absolute. As we can see, we have a very basic display that shows Boost, Auto, and Eco. Now, if you guys get the Absolute or the Torque, we have a different display that basically shows with a different graphics the remaining estimated remaining cleaning time. That is pretty much the only difference. The engine is the same, the battery is the same, nothing is gonna change other than this display and the fact that the Absolute comes with, the Absolute as well as the Torque comes with an additional brush.
We have here our Dyson V8 that we've had for about a year or so now, and we've recently purchased the Dyson V11. We bought the Animal instead of the V11 Torque because the main difference between the Torque and the V11 Animal was the addition of this brush, which we actually got with our Dyson V8. So we decided that we wanted to purchase the Animal, also because it was a little less expensive than the V11. It was $50 less expensive than the V11 Torque. And it also had a display that tells you the remaining time of your charge, which for us was not so important. In terms of power, the V11 Animal and the V11 Torque were the same.
So but basically we have a display that in the V11 Animal shows the 3 steps of the battery: full charge, medium or low charge, and the 3 modes. When you choose the other 2 model, the Absolute and the Torque, you get a display with a different graphics, and that also shows the remaining cleaning time. That is the only difference other than the attachment, which is this brush. Yes, okay.
So another big significant difference between the V8 model and these new V11 models, the first main difference you see is that the canister here that collects all of the dirt is oriented in a perpendicular way. On these new models, the canister is oriented in the same way that the arm extends. So normally you would put in your attachment here, and as you suck, the dirt would go into the bottom. So now with the new models, the canister is in line with the attachment. So everything flows in one direction. So the intention of this design is to allow for a more powerful suction whenever you're cleaning.
Alright guys, now we're gonna go ahead with our test. We have on our left the Dyson V11 Animal. On our right we have the Dyson V8 Absolute. We are gonna perform 4 very quick tests from very coriander, very thin powder to see how it goes, and we're gonna walk through the last step that are the candies or snack that are a little bit thicker. Let's see how they go. Let's start from the Dyson V8 for the coriander. This is the low setting, low speed. Alright, I would say that it cleans perfectly the surface in low speed. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead with a Dyson V11 in eco mode. Let's see how it goes. Well, in eco mode we can see the difference. Our Dyson V8 in low speed cleaned it perfectly. Our Dyson V10 in eco mode left a lot of residuals. Alright, now we're gonna perform the same test for the Dyson V11 in auto mode. As you can see, it cleaned it. It's not perfect as the V8, but it cleaned it pretty well. Now we're gonna perform the test in boost mode. In boost mode, it cleaned it. I would say it's almost perfect. Again, it's not as perfect as the V8 Absolute. Alright, the winner for this first step, very thin powder, is the Dyson V8. In only one attempt, in low power, was able to actually suck all the powder without leaving any residual. Let's go on with the second powder. This is a little bit thicker and is oregano. Dyson V8 low speed. Again, perfectly clean. There's only a little bit of residual in the final part. Let's see if we are able to suck them. Alright. Now let's move forward with the Dyson V8, V11. Eco speed, eco mode. There are all right. So here we have in eco a little bit of residual there. Again, the V8 didn't leave pretty much anything. Let's see if he's able to suck it with a second attempt. Alright, there is a little bit left with a second attempt. Let's go ahead with the third attempt in eco. Alright. In our opinion, the winner for the second challenge is again the Dyson V8. Now let's go ahead with the third challenge. We have sunflower seeds, a little bit of course thicker and bigger than the powder. Let's see how the V8 does with in low speed setting. Alright, as we can see here, the V8 sucked most of them but let some of them over there. So we're gonna see now in high speed how it goes. Okay, second attempt for the V8, sunflower seeds, but here we're gonna go with max speed. Let's see how it goes. It still left something. Second attempt in max speed. Third attempt. Alright, now let's perform the same test with the V11 in eco mode. Well, we have still some residuals there. Let's perform the test again in auto mode. All right, it left something over there. Let's try in boost mode. Okay, first attempt. Let's go. Second attempt. Third attempt. Fourth attempt. Alright guys, for this third test, the result is again, in our opinion, the Dyson V8 is the winner. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead with the last challenge. Again, we can see a little bit more coarse parts, and let's see how it goes. V8 low speed. We still have a lot of them. Let's try again in max mode. Alright, we have still a lot of them. Let's try again, second attempt. We have still some there. Let's try with the third attempt. We still have them. Alright, let's try our V11 in eco mode. Wow. Wow. Let's put them together. Let's go ahead now in boost mode, maximum, the equivalent of maximum for the V8. Let's go. All right, second attempt. We still have something there. Second attempt. Right, we still have something here. Let's put them together. All right, last attempt. We still have them there. All right, the result for the last test, well, in our opinion, the Dyson V11 won. Now, even though they both needed 7 attempts, but they left those little pieces. What we can say is that the V11 was able to absorb already in eco mode a very big portion of these pieces. So in our opinion, when in this test at least, the V11 won. Alright guys, we have arrived at the end of this test, this very quick review. We want to consider 7 parameters that our point of view are the most important one. Suction power, V8 115 air watt against 185. Now, despite the V11 is clearly more powerful in terms of suction power, according to our suction test, the V8 is the winner. Well, out of 4 different challenges, the V8, according to our test, did a better job than the V11. Charging time, well, we have 5 hours for the V8 and 4.5 hours for the V11. Well, charging time, it's for both these products very high. It requires 5 hours, it's a long time. However, 30 minutes difference, well, that can be considered as a good selling point once it comes to choose the V11. Bin volume, 0.14 gallons against 0.2 gallon. We noticed a big difference for the V11 in terms of bin volume. Well, battery life. We used the V11 for now a couple of weeks, and we noticed that most of the time we need to put it in auto mode, not in eco mode. In eco mode, it does not do a good job under our point of view. So we usually like to set it in auto mode. Now, the V11 has a battery up to 60 minutes in eco mode. If we set it in auto mode, it's gonna be up to 40 minutes. And at that point, the battery life will be equivalent to the V8, 40 minutes. If we set both the products in maximum power, we have the V8 that lasts for 7 minutes against the 5 minutes. So under our point of view, the battery life, unless we use it in eco mode, is pretty much equivalent between the two vacuums. And the battery life is probably one of the most important parameters to take into consideration. Weight, we noticed a big difference in terms of weight for the V11, 6.68 pounds against 5.75 for the V8. Well, when we actually used it, we noticed a big difference in terms of weight. And then we have the price. Now, both these two models are offered with $200 discount on Dyson website, $249 against $448. Now, what we believe is that according to this parameter, the price, the $249 for the V8 are much more worth it than the $448 for the V11. Again, our suction test revealed a V8 doing a very good job. We didn't notice the big difference in terms of power, 115 against 185 air watt. So we didn't notice this big difference in terms of suction power. Weight, well, that is another parameter to take into consideration. The V11 is way more heavy. When it comes to clean for 40 or 60 minutes. Battery life, it's pretty much the same unless we set it in eco mode, which is something that, guys, we have not done during these couple of weeks we had the opportunity to use them. So under our point of view, the V8 is the winner considering its specifications and compare them to the price that is offered.